Yo, what's going on, everybody? So before we get into this 70,000 subscriber Q&A, I have to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for 70,000 subscribers. Those of you who know my YouTube journey know that I'm completely humbled by this because of everything that happened with Kryptonian Saiyan and the fact that we're getting so very close to the 81,000 subscribers that the original channel had before it was wrongfully shut down, and it took YouTube 8 months in order to give me the channel back because they saw that they made an error. The fact that we're getting so close to that and we've already exceeded the total number of views that the previous channel had, I am so humbled by the support. I am so humbled by it from the bottom of my heart. You guys have no idea what you guys have done for me by supporting the channel. Just reading the comments, being able to interact with you guys, being able to do this Q&A, being able to talk to some of you guys who, some of you agree with me, some of you don't agree with me, and that's completely fine. Just being able to have that interaction and being able to bring the different what ifs to life and do things that I originally wanted to do, like having animation added to the what ifs and being able to do all that. I mean, it's so great to be able to do so much of what I wanted to do originally. And those of you who have gone over to Straw Hat Kryptonian Saiyan and subscribe there to follow me on my One Piece journey as I was reading it from chapter 1 from the very beginning on Kryptonian Saiyan. That's another thing where I just thank you guys for the support there. Those of you who have stayed over on Kryptonian Saiyan and are waiting for me to start uploading there for other anime, I thank you for that as well. Like, I thank you for the support. So with that being said, I told you guys, drop your questions for the 70,000 subscriber Q&A. No topic is off limits, and this Q&A is going to be longer than usual so I can read more questions this time. And I asked, please only ask one question so I can get to as many of you guys as possible. And thank you again for 70,000 subscribers. And one thing I'm gonna say right now is I'm gonna do a bonus Q&A after this. Like, I'm just gonna keep reading more of the comments because there's over 500 comments right now, so it's gonna be impossible for me to get through all of them. So I'm gonna try and break up and do a couple more Q&As. That way we can, you know, keep interacting, because I really love doing these because it brings me closer to the Senju Squad, or those who are with me on Kryptonian Saiyan, the crypto game. So I thank you guys for this. So let's go ahead and just start reading some of these questions. So John Williams said, if Sasuke ends up dying in Boruto, do you think Sarada... Oh, already butchered that one. All right, let's try this one over again, yo. Let's try this one. It'd be pretty messed up if Sasuke got his daughter pregnant. Let's just switch that up, right? All right. If Sasuke ends up dying in Boruto, do you think Sakura should be pregnant with Sasuke's second child and it ends up being a boy? Do you think that that would be good for the series? My man, I'm gonna say this. By the time you are seeing this, I may or may not have a video on the channel talking about should Sasuke have more kids. I may or may not have that on here. So to answer that without spoiling my video, I think it's a possibility, but I'm not going to tell you my stance on that. But I gave you a heart because I find it so ironic given the fact that I just finished editing that video and that's the first question that pops up on the Q&A. You're using Sharingan to read my mind, dude. Thank you so much for that question. All right, so Nathaniel Espinoza says, many people think Naruto and Sasuke are equal, and even though I can see the argument, Naruto doesn't fight to kill Sasuke, and I believe if he did, he would easily take down Sasuke. Would you agree Naruto would beat Sasuke in a 1v1 if he was serious? This is something that I don't think is ever going to go away. I don't think this is ever going to go away. I think that you're always going to have people saying Naruto stomps Sasuke, Sasuke stomps Naruto. And I think that despite what a lot of people want to hear, I do think that we have to take the author's statement into account. Naruto and Sasuke are equal, but I think where people kind of get confused on this is I think people look at it, oh, well, he's saying they're just as strong as each other. I'm not gonna go that far because, like you were saying, like Naruto wasn't fighting Sasuke to kill, and yet at the same time, like Sasuke did acknowledge Naruto when Naruto started fighting seriously. And I'm only using the manga version because you guys know, you longtime viewers know, I don't particularly care for the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden anime. I love the Naruto manga, all 72 volumes of the manga, but I don't particularly care for the anime. But I will say this, like the anime added a bunch of filler scenes and showed Naruto just dragging his feet when he was fighting Sasuke. When you read the manga version of that fight, Sasuke, as soon as Sasuke charges Naruto, Naruto goes right into his Sage of Six Paths QB Chakra mode. Naruto is not pulling punches very early on, not in the way that the anime made it out to be. And when Sasuke clashed fists with Naruto very quickly afterwards, he says, okay, if you keep holding back, you're going to die. And once Sasuke feels Naruto's true power coming out, he acknowledges him. Sasuke fought alongside Naruto, so Sasuke would know what Naruto's capable of doing when he's serious. But I will say this, when you look at everything Sasuke had to do, Sasuke from a sheer power perspective, Naruto's always going to be stronger when it comes to that. Sasuke had to use some crazy Rinnegan ability to basically turn his Susanoo into a miniature Gedo husk and draw on the power of all of the nine-tailed beasts that he had suspended in his Chubaku Tensei. But at the same time, even with that, Naruto was able to counter, but Naruto had to have the Kyuubi draw on all of the Kyuubi's ability to gather nature energy. And so they had that nature energy and Biju Bomb combination, and it balances out Angel's Arrow. When you read the manga version of the fight, every single step of the way, when Sasuke used an external force, Naruto used it. Every time Sasuke raised the level of fighting, Naruto raised it. Like it was done in perfect sync. Like Naruto power-wise has the edge on Sasuke. Sasuke, when it comes to hacks abilities, has the edge on Naruto. Like they're the perfect combination. If you could put these two together, they'll be the perfect ninja. I might do a video just breaking down the manga version of that fight, because I think a lot of people miss the true brilliance what Masashi Kishimoto did there. But I mean, so to answer, I do think that they're equal, but I don't think it means that they're equal in terms of power. Like if Naruto's a 10, then you could say Sasuke's like a 9.3. But when it comes to hacks, it flips. When it comes to hacks jutsu, it flips. So I want to move on there. I kind of spent a little longer on that, but you gave me a video topic idea, so I'm going to give you a heart for that one. So Aaron Armendez, let me know if I said your name right, man. If I butchered it, I apologize. He says, why does Konohamaru summon frogs and not Monkey King Enma like his grandfather? Well, I think that when we look at Monkey King Enma, I mean, one thing we have to take into account, Monkey King Enma might be seriously old right now. He's got his AARP card. Like, he was around when Hiruzen was training the legendary Sonic. So maybe if you were saying like, well, why doesn't he summon like another one of the monkeys and he has like the staff like his grandfather? I think that'd be cool for fan service. And let's not forget something. You can have multiple contract summonings with different animals. I mean, Sasuke during the 5 Kage summit, despite having a contract seal with snakes, he also had one with a hawk. So I mean, what's to say Konohamaru doesn't have it? I mean, just food for thought. But I mean, I like that. I haven't had somebody ask me that question before. So all right, man, I can't read your name because of the font. I can't read your name, but I'm gonna say this, man. You said, so where do you think Jigen was in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden era? Okay, this is something that when the Boruto series gets around to addressing it, it's gonna be crucial. It's gonna be crucial. Like, I've had private discussions with Anime Boss Deep on Twitter, and you know, one of the conversations that we had, you know, he was asking like, and I think he's already done the video on it, but you know, he was asking like, do you think that Jigen's an alien? Do you think he's some random person? And one of the things I floated out, I said it wouldn't surprise me if they're using technology as a way to even the playing field. But because of what's happened in the Boruto manga chapter, I think chapter 35, I'm not gonna spoil it for any anime only viewers who are watching this, but chapter 35 gives a hint that Jigen, the leader of Kar, might actually have a deeper connection with the Sasuke clan than we think. So I mean, I think that if they go that route, they can just explain it that he was in a different dimension. So Anime Life asks, which Naruto character do you think had the most tragic past? Maybe list your top 3. By the way, love your channel. channel. Okay, if I had to do the 3 most tragic past of Naruto characters, and if I had to pick the one who had the most tragic upbringing, I would say, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, I would say the most tragic upbringing, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion. That's how you know this is gonna get heated. In my opinion, I think there's a toss-up between Madara and Obito. And someone's like, Obito? You mean the dude who started a war because he couldn't get any pussy from Rin? Obito has the most tragic past? I look at Madara and Obito and I kind of put them there. And a big part of the reason why I do that is, like, when you look at Madara, he lost his brothers at a very young age. He was fighting during the Warring States era. When he finally meets a friend who can push him and a friend who opens his eyes to different things, turns out he's from the very same clan that was murdering his brothers. Madara lost his brother Izuna at the hands of his friend's brother. Okay, Tobirama kills Izuna. Madara watches his clan turn on him. Madara had great hopes for the Uchiha clan and was essentially isolated. Madara was manipulated by Black Zetsu. Madara, if he would have stayed in Konoha and been the second Hokage, Madara might have turned out to be, for better words, okay, for lack of better words, he might have actually turned out to be a good character. Like, there are so many different things to where Madara's story could have turned out differently than it did. Even taking into account the reincarnation angle, just as you saw Naruto and Sasuke break the reincarnation stuff going on with them, I really feel as if Madara and Hashirama over time probably could have broke that curse as well. So I think that for Madara, it's a case of what could have been. And for Obito, it's a similar thing. When you look at how he viewed Rin, when you look at how he was making amends with Kakashi in that relationship, and then Obito gets manipulated and he gets to the point where I personally felt as if Obito was too far gone and he shouldn't have been redeemed. I feel like Obito is the perfect case of a tragic anti-hero. So I mean, I'll talk about both of those in future videos. And then for my third character with the saddest upbringing, I don't know, man. I can't think of a third one. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I think I might just have to do a top 3. Like, I almost want to say Kakashi, but you know, Kakashi's story ended on a bright note. So I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think on that one. That was a good question. Javier Blair asked, could Naruto inherit Sasuke's Rinnegan if Sasuke dies? I mean, yeah, Naruto does have the chakra to be able to handle that. He has the stamina too. But let's be real for a second. Can you imagine Hokage Naruto with the Rinnegan and having all of the 6 basic Rinnegan jutsu you saw Nagato do on top of Sasuke's abilities? Naruto will be unstoppable. Edmus90. Oh God, this is a good question. Shisui Uchiha versus Minato Namikaze. Who wins? Oh, my dude. Okay. Man, you know what, man? If I had to answer that, I'd say Minato, but it depends on what version of Minato. And I mean, here's the other thing, right? Like, I've said on multiple occasions, a lot of you guys keep asking me to do versus battles, and I've said this from as far back as Kryptonian saying, I know we have a lot of new subscribers here, and I thank you guys for your support. So this, I guess this can serve as the official statement on Naruto Explained, because I don't think I've said this in a video like I did Kryptonian saying, but I don't do versus battles and I don't do power scaling. And I mean, part of the reason I don't do it is you have so many people who do anime versus battles where I personally enjoy those videos, but I feel like there's so many of them that is oversaturated. And when it comes to power scaling, there's so many people who power scale that as a viewer, like, I have like 3 channels I go to that I watch for power scaling stuff because everybody uses the same damn formulas. That's why when I do the True Power series, I just focus on jutsu and focus on the lore and everything, because that's something different. I know for me as a viewer, that's something I would enjoy, because like some of my favorite Star Wars channels take that approach. So I mean, that's why I don't do versus, that's why I don't do power scale. So I almost feel like I should say this, like, I'm not the best person to answer a Minato versus Shisui versus battle because of all the different factors that go into versus battle. But if I just had to make a guess right now, I definitely say that I think Minato wins, especially if he goes into Sage mode or QB Chakra mode. But I mean, here's the problem with doing versus battles, right? Like, if Shisui whips out kotoamatsukami, he can just have Minato cut his throat. Fight over. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's one of those things. If it's not in a what if setting where I can control how powerful the characters are, it's so crazy to do versus battles. So thank you for that question, man. Thank you for that question. Let's see. Dr. Calm asks, which Naruto character would you smash? Oh man, hold on. Oh man, hold on. I had to adjust the seat real quick, right? Hold on. I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Cause I know somebody's like, man, where the cream pie Hinata shirts at, man? You always talk about Hinata getting cream pie. Where the cream pie Hinata shirts? They're coming. Merch coming soon, baby. But yo, which Naruto character would I smash? Oh man, yo, which one would I smash, man? Damn, man, like, damn. Like, I'm a boob guy, so I almost want to say Tsunade, but like, the problem with Tsunade's like the ultimate trap, yo. Like, Tsunade is like 70 years old. Those walls are probably dusty and crusty, cobwebs. You probably gotta get a water hose to get that stuff wet. So I mean, Tsunade's off the table. Like Mei, I thought Mei was okay. I wasn't the biggest Mei fan, even though I'm a boob guy. But when you look at Mei in like the Boruto series, Mei didn't just hit the wall. You know that wall Donald Trump talks about building? Yo, Mexico didn't pay for it. Mei, the Mizu Kage, she paid for it. She didn't just hit the wall, she built the wall and crashed into it. So I mean, Mei's off the table. I mean, I'm a breast guy, but I like slender figures. So I mean, Sakura's too small. She's team itty bitty. Hinata's out of it because you guys know I just don't like Hinata. But Cream by Hinata merch is coming soon. Oh man, I'm walking through this to figure out who I would smash, man. I would say Hanabi. I would say Boruto era Hanabi. So I'm escaping the R. Kelly stuff. You know, R. Kelly just got arrested today or last night. So I'm skipping that. So I'd say Hanabi. I would say I would smash Hanabi, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I go in raw, baby. If you can't tell, I'm having fun with this one, man. I'm having fun with this Q&A, man. Because, I mean, this is a huge one. This is a huge one. We're getting so close. We're getting so close to 81,000 subscribers. And I'm just getting so excited at this possibility because when the last channel got shut down, I was projected to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September. I got shut down in the beginning of August. And just to be this close to where we were originally, I'm just so excited right now, man. Like, damn, man. Thank you for that question, man. I'm saying thank you for every question, but I'm legitimately, I'm so geeked that so many people want to ask questions, and we've been able to just grow this channel in the way that we have. Like, damn, man. Okay, Gaza Hunchio. Let me know if I said your name right. If I butchered it, once again, I apologize. So he asked, how cool would it be for Boruto to meet a few Uzumaki who managed to stay hidden all those years? I got a video talking about like future Uzumaki clan arc, and I definitely say if you haven't seen that, definitely watch that video. It's on this channel. But I would love to see Boruto meet some more Uzumaki and learn some of those sealing jutsu. Like in the Wasted Potential video that should be up on the channel now, in the Wasted Potential video of the Uzumaki clan, I talk about the fact that it would have been really cool if Naruto would have learned Uzumaki sealing jutsu and used them to seal away the Kyuubi. Like, matter of fact, I know the video's up because I read one of the comments before I did this video. One of you guys timestamps, you said like at 10:20 in the video that even Madara acknowledged Naruto's potential when he was looking, saying, oh, he's from the same clan as Mito. Madara for a second was like, oh snap. I got brought back and said, Edo Tensei, this is an Uzumaki, he might be able to seal me away. He didn't say it, but you can kind of read in between the lines on that. So I mean, it would be cool to see Boruto learn some sealing jutsu. So, I mean, I definitely like that, man. So heart there. John Martinez says, who will win in a death match between Neji father and Itachi's father? Now I can call this one. I just said like I don't do versus battles, but I can definitely call this. Itachi's father Fugaku wins hands down. If you have not seen my video on why the Uchiha clan hated Minato as 4th Hokage, watch that video because it's in that video that you get some information on how powerful Fugaku Uchiha was. So unless you're saying that Neji's father could keep up with Minato, hands down, Fugaku wins, he stomps. But here's the other thing, and this is why I don't do versus battles. In Uchiha versus a Hyuga clan member, the 8 trigrams versus the Sharingan Eye Insight, being able to foresee movements before they happen. Which one is better? Which one is better? Can Genjutsu overcome the Byakugan's abilities? Like, it's so many factors to go in that, but I'd say definitely Fugaku. Let's see. Limitless Lao asks, how strong is Ramen Guy? Dog, I cannot remember the guy who did the video. I tweeted it. I cannot remember, but this is guy who has some really cool animation of the ramen guy stepping in to fight pain, and he opens up the gate of death, and he's saving Naruto instead of Hinata, and he's got like the flashbacks there. He's got like the flashbacks perfectly timed, just how the Naruto series would do it, man. So how strong is Ramen Guy? That's how strong Ramen Guy is, because Ramen Guy is the ultimate meme. He's the ultimate meme, so definitely there, man. That was a fun question. I like that one. David Santa Maria asked, do you think Kakashi could have mastered Lightning Nature Rasengan when he had Obito's Mangekyou Sharingan's? I like if he got to keep them. Ooh, a Lightning Release Rasengan. You know what, man? I'm gonna say yes. Saul Cerna, let me know if I said your name right. If you could be a member of any clan in Naruto, which would it be? Oh, hands down the Uchiha clan. And the only reason for that is I like to troll. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I like to troll. It's not on the level of like the big homie Nux. It's not on the level of that. But I do like to tweet stuff in order to trigger people. I like to slip stuff into videos just to have fun with viewers, man. So can you imagine the type of trolling you could do with Genjutsu, Sharingan Genjutsu? I'd be fucking with people. Hands down, I'd be fucking with people if I had Sharingan Genjutsu. I'd be on some, like, I'd be the Aizen of Naruto. If I was an Uchiha, I would just rely on Genjutsu the same way that Aizen was just messing dudes up with his Kokyo Suigetsu, where he has his Shikai release and he's just trolling everybody. I would have fun with it. I would have the most fun with it, man. And by the way, yeah, I'm a huge Bleach fan. Okay, so Jacob Taber says, do you think original Naruto characters will ever play a significant role in the upcoming story? I think the best case that we can hope for is the original Naruto characters get an opportunity to fight the inner members of Kara, because I think that having Boruto's generation fight the outer members and have Naruto's generation fight the inner members, kind of like how you saw Hokage Naruto fight Delta, I think that'd be a really good idea. But do I think that in the anime anytime soon? I think the best case you could hope for in the anime until they get to what's going on in the manga right now is maybe what you saw like in the Mirai arc where they show up for various missions, maybe in some slice of life, but like a major role, I don't think so. But I mean, there's always hope, right? But this is Boruto, Naruto's next generation. It's like Naruto's generation, the original Konoha 11. I mean, honestly, their role is to be the senseis, just like Kakashi's role was to be the sensei for Naruto's generation. So, I mean, John Smith asks, how are shinobi still relevant in the world of Boruto if the world is at peace? You know, that's a good question. And I would say this is actually where I think the Boruto anime deserves praise, because the Boruto anime has gone out of its way to tell us over and over and over, like, this is not the same world that Naruto grew up in. The world is at peace. The world is at peace. There's not as much need for shinobi. They're not taking on as many missions, but they are taking on missions. And the ninja system is never going to go away, because they do know that there isn't a Sasuke threat out there. They do know that there's a threat, that there could be some other earthbound threat that they need to stay prepared for. But there's not as much urgency. There's not as much infighting in each of the villages between villages. So that's why they're still relevant, because at the end of the day, they're at peace. They're demilitarizing, but they still need an army. They still need an army just in case. That's what the ninja are. So I mean, that's kind of why they're still relevant. Let's see. KPT Cushman says, I'd like to know how reanimated Minato just automatically mastered QB Chakra. Okay. Cheap plug here. My dude Anime Balls Deep, which shout out to Anime Balls Deep, because when I lost the original channel, ABD allowed me to come on his channel, do a couple collaborations with him, gave me a lot of help and support behind the scenes when I was talking about trying to start this channel up and how to recover from the last channel. So shouts out to ABD. He has a video talking about this that came out last week. I highly recommend checking it out. Darwin Hunt says, do you think Sasuke is gonna die by Jigen light? Oh man, that is a spoiler for anime viewers. It's a spoiler. I think that this next chapter of Boruto is gonna be huge, and like I talked about in my chapter review, if Sasuke does die, I think that it's going to be very interesting to see Naruto's reaction, because he essentially sent Sasuke on a dangerous mission, just like Tsunade sent Jiraiya on a dangerous mission. That's going to be interesting to see how Naruto reacts and Boruto reacts to this. So let's see. Bane. Who do you think was the best, not strongest Hokage? Oh man, Bane. Bane, you just asked a question for a video that I literally just had Space Tiger do, which shouts out to Space Tiger for doing a lot of these crazy ass thumbnails that you guys have been seeing on the channel. Space Tiger has done a thumbnail for me for that, and I'll just say that I have a video coming soon. I have to talk about who I think is the worst Hokage first. The best Hokage for me is going to be an unpopular one. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to piss a lot of people off with that, but I don't have a problem with pissing people off. All right, man. So NM asks, are you reading Attack on Titan? The series is ending within the next 12 chapters and is on fire as always. Dog, I am not reading Attack on Titan. I am watching the anime. The last season was absolutely fire. It was fire. Oh man. And how Levi just said, oh, it's locked. Oh, the basement door is locked. Fuck your basement door. And he kicks it in. And like, don't get me started on how Levi was fighting against the ape titan. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. I want to read the manga so bad, because like when I started Kryptonian Saiyan, I reviewed like the first 5 chapters of Attack on Titan because I had never watched the anime and I wanted to see what the manga was about, because again, I'm a huge manga fan over anime. I want to read Attack on Titan once the entire manga run is over. That way I can just blitz through it. So I am holding off on it, but I'm a huge Attack on Titan fan. Like, let's see. D Canario 9 says, do you think there will be a fleshing out of Boruto's Jogan? I hope that the Boruto anime stops teasing us, okay? Every arc, like Boruto's Jogan is shown in like a opening, or it's randomly shown in one of the episodes. Like, we need an explanation on this. Like, Taneri's been frozen in ice for a long time. Get that dude off and start explaining what's going on with the Jogan. Like, I have a video talking about Boruto's Jogan explained, where I break down all the information that's available about the Jogan, but we definitely need that fleshed out because the manga is going over the Karma Seal, so we need information about the Jogan. It's only right, and I think the anime would definitely benefit by doing that, just in the same way that the manga started benefiting once it started diving into the Karma Seal. The Jogan could help save the anime, so you get a heart for that one. Okay. Super Saiyan Raikage says, do you think the entire Team 7 will get Snake Sage mode? Every member of the new Team 7 has a strong connection to snakes. Mitsuki already has Snake Sage mode, Boruto can summon a snake, and Sarada is Sasuke's daughter. Personally, I would think that would take away from Mitsuki's uniqueness, but this isn't a bad theory. You know what? It's for that reason you just said. I don't think we're gonna have a whole team filled with Sage mode users. I don't think that's happening. Pokey Hindi Z says, do you think after using Perfect Susanoo, Kakashi got both of Obito's Mangekyou Sharingan and the power to activate them, deactivate them on will? Oh man. Okay, so when Kakashi, if you're asking, can Kakashi do Sharingan now? No. No, hell no. That's a cool question. I like that one. Okay, Jeff Goodwin, do you think the Uzumaki clan will play a major role in the future of Boruto? The manga's been dropping hints about it. Yes, and if you've watched the video I have on the connection between the Uzumaki and the Sasuke, you definitely think that you definitely know that I think that we are going to get some answers there. So, coolest Hokage, dog, you get a heart just because coolest Hokage. All right, so who do you think think was the best Hokage? Oh, he's saying Tobirama. Man, have you not learned anything? If you say anything positive about Tobirama, the trolls come out. Okay, also, if you could have only one Kekkei Genkai from Naruto, which would you choose? I would go for Wood or Magna Release. If I could have any Kekkei Genkai, and you asked 2 questions, by the way, you're real slick right there. I personally would have Sharingan, because again, I want to troll people. Man, I'm getting a lot of versus questions in this, man. Damn, I don't do versus battles. I should have said no versus battles in the damn question. All right, man, I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth on this, man. All right, so Kisame versus Orochimaru. Who's talking Boruto era Orochimaru? Orochimaru wins. I'd say Orochimaru, but I mean, again, it's so many factors in versus battles. Like, damn, does Kisame have Samihara? I mean, yo, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. So, Sugar Gen Habra asks, can Hyuga clan unlock Sharingan and Rinnegan because Hagoromo did? Please reply. I don't think so. And I mean, part of the reason is it's like Hagoromo literally came from the ovaries of Kage, okay? He's a walking cheat code. So let's see. Haley Long asks, what would happen if Naruto was evil? Dog, okay, gotta plug another creator here. Shino Bentrill, which shouts out to Shino Bentrill, one of the first Naruto creators to give me any type of support and to just tell me, hey, keep doing a good job over on Kryptonian Saiyan. Shino Bentrill has a video talking about what if Naruto was evil. I definitely say check that out, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cycles has a video on that too. Shouts out to Cycles, man. Dope content creator. Let's see. Valicio, let me, if I butchered it, sorry, man. Valicio Zarkovic asks, when will the Boruto anime catch up to the manga? Because the manga is in V Jump and it's gonna continue to be monthly, I don't think the anime is gonna catch up anytime soon. And part of the reason is, like, once they do the Majina Bandits arc in the anime, they got a little room for some type of filler. But once you start getting into the Owl arc and the Car arc and the Kawaki arc, like, once you start getting that, those arcs run back to back to back. Like, the best way to put it would be kind of like how once you got the Itachi Pursuit arc, you got a bunch of canon arcs back to back to back, and then they squeezed in the filler arc with the Six Tails. Because the manga is monthly, I don't think that they can afford to do any type of serious back-to-back canon stuff covering everything that happens with the introduction of Kawaki and the end of the Owl arc. I don't think they can afford to do that until maybe next year, and that's if they do the Majina Bandits arc this year. I mean, that's just my opinion on it, you know. All right, let's see. All right, dog, I can't even read your name, man. How would you have ended Naruto if Madara was the final villain instead of Kage? Dog. You guys know I do not like Kaguya. I can't stand her. Like, if I would have ended Naruto, let me put my hat on. Matter of fact, I might do a video talking about what if I ended Naruto. I might do that. If I could have done the final arc, and in particular, if I could have did the final 3 volumes of the series, Kaguya would not have been introduced. That's number 1. Number 2, all of Kaguya's abilities, I just would have given them Madara. And now somebody's like, wait, why would you give Madara all these abilities? I'm gonna tell you why. I think that at this point, Madara was already broken. When Black Zetsu stabbed this dude from behind, okay? When Black Zetsu did this, Madara just said, okay, it's time for me to get serious. Which implies the whole time he's fighting Naruto and Sasuke, this dude was holding back, he was playing. There were moments he freaked out. Don't get me wrong. There were moments he freaked out. But look how quickly he broke down the range of Sasuke's Rinnegan. He was starting to adjust to how Naruto was fighting. He was still, in my opinion, Madara was in the position of starting to regain the upper ground. Like, I feel like if you would have gave Madara all these abilities that Kaguya had, at this point, I don't think anybody back in 2014, when these chapters were coming out, I don't think anybody would have been pissed off at the fact that Madara was so powerful that Naruto and Sasuke had to seal this dude away. It would have made perfect sense. And when you just look at the build-up that Madara had, I think this would have been the best way. I think this would have been the best way to handle it. So that's how I would have done it. I just would have made Madara stupid broken, Naruto and Sasuke having to work together, coordinate, and steal him away. I think that could have been a perfect way to segue into Naruto versus Sasuke, man, because they just took down a reincarnation and now they can fully end the cycle. I mean, I think that would have been the best way to do it. So let's see. Crack. What if Minato and Kushina were alive in Naruto's life? No reanimation jutsu needed. I would say my what if Minato never died video. I think that's a good way to get an idea where to start. So obviously Naruto will be more skilled. I think that because Kushina will be alive, Naruto wouldn't be a huge brat like Boruto, because I mean, Kushina would just pop this dude over the edge to keep him in check. Andrew Kerr asks, if Gaara got Shikaku back, do you think he would be slightly in the same conversation as Naruto and Sasuke, caliber ninja? If not, Hashirama at least. I don't power scale, but I would say hell no. That's no disrespect to Gaara, because like Boruto era Gaara is a lot stronger than he was when he fought against Madara. He's a lot stronger. He's gotten stronger, but I don't think that he's in that tier. I don't think he's in that tier at all. Okay, let's see. Kawaki, do you think Naruto was nerfed against Delta? I talked about that in the chapter review for the very first Naruto versus Delta fight. I think like around chapter 30, if I'm not mistaken. See, I'm pretty sure it's chapter 30 or chapter 31. Naruto was nerfed, and the reason why he was nerfed is he's fighting inside of Konoha. Naruto couldn't go all out because it wasn't in his best interest to do so. So I mean, definitely. Okay, who do you think is the strongest? Excuse me, Champino 41. Who do you think is the strongest? Orochimaru, Jiraiya, or Tsunade? You know what, man? The strongest out of all of them, if we talk Boruto era, I might be able to make an argument for Orochimaru just because of the wood release. But I mean, he did absorb a older white Zetsu. This wasn't the white Zetsu that was amplified from Kabuto when Kabuto got a hold of Zetsu right before the war. So I mean, we don't know how much stronger. Tsunade, oh man, I mean, it's between Tsunade and Orochimaru, man. Farhan Sadib asks, do you think EMS Sasuke without the, do you think EMS Sasuke from the war arc without the curse mark can beat the 5 Kage? You mean if you mean the 5 Kage who fought against Madara without any type of just sitting down and thinking about it, I would say I think EMS Sasuke could beat the 5 Kage, but I think that it probably would be moderate to high difficulty. Again, I don't power scale, so that's, you know, that's a question for one of them. But I would say Sasuke. I would feel comfortable saying Sasuke at that point. But thank you so much for 70,000 subscribers. Thank you for your support, and I had a lot of fun answering these questions, and I'll be doing another Q&A soon. So thank you so much, guys. But as always, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.